USA Today is the place for a comprehensive look at sports. Get all your racing stats, standings, and race recaps to keep you up to date with your favorite drivers. Pick up your copy of USA Today every day.
Still green here at Martinsville, where Rusty Wallace, a 6-time winner, is out in front of this field, and we will take you through the field. It's easy to describe Rusty's car. Good. No changes on their first stop. Looking for his first win in 57 races. Burns?
Ryan Newman spotted, radio to him. Nice line in the corner, so I went down to turn 1 and looked. It was nice. Real good getting in, a little high, low through the corners. Matt?
Dave, Jeff Burton, he short pitting early. They made an air pressure adjustment. His car was tight. He currently runs third. Bill.
Ward Burton in the 22 is loose. They will let some air out of the rear tires. Next stop, 1/10 of a second quicker than the leaders a few laps ago.
Bill, back on lap 43, Robbie Gordon's team pulled out the right front fender. A little bit of damage. Also, 4-tire change. He says his car needs help with forward bite on the long run, Bill.
Jeff Gordon looking inside the 31, not very happy with the track or the car, having a tough time, just a little bit tight. Dave?
Bill Elliott turns 40 here at the track. His 40th start at Martinsville with no wins. He's been third twice. He hopes starting third he can win. Bill?
Dale Jarrett in that traffic in the 88 UPS Ford. Car is good. Tight a little bit, so they made a track bar adjustment to try and help out on that. Dave?
Bill, remember last year, this was where Ricky Traven won his one and only Winston Cup race. He was tight in the center on the first stop, made a track bar adjustment. Marty?
Championship leader Tony Stewart started 31st. He has moved his way up into 10th. The car is excellent, turns very well in the middle of the corner. Just wants a little more forward bite. Alan?
38 cars on the lead lap. Rusty Wallace heading the field, though he's catching traffic and starting to put some of the guys at the back end a lap behind. Let's keep going through the field. How about Dale Jr., Dave?
His best finish here, Alan, 5th earlier this spring. His car was a little bit tight on the first stop. Now he radioed in. It's spinning up off real bad. It's loose. Marty?
Dave Blaney has yet to stop today. He has got a bad push off the corners when he hits the gas. That's his biggest problem. But the tires are holding out pretty well, Matt.
The 43 has bounced back after some early trouble. He's now run from the 13th position. Hasn't said a lot on his radio since he took on 4 tires on his stop up back on lap 18. Meanwhile, the 5 of Terry Labonte, they short pitting early for track positions. They're already at the back. He hasn't said anything on the radio, but those 25 extra laps of his tires are now paying their price, Bill.
Johnny Benson made an air pressure adjustment on his stop to try and help him get off the turns. This isn't Benson's favorite place to race, currently in the 15th spot. Jimmy Johnson's crew chief is Chad Knaus. I said, how you doing? He just showed me palms up and shook his head. Not very happy with how their day's going. He's back in 16th. Marty?
Bill, Bobby Hamilton has fallen back to the 17th position, just can get no forward bite off the corners. They're talking about unhooking the rear sway bar on the next stop. That's a big adjustment, Matt.
Mark Martin runs in the 18th position. Earlier in the race, he was having trouble with his front brakes, but now his car is tight. And he also needed help with forward bite, so they made an air pressure adjustment in both rear tires. Meanwhile, Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer, runs in 19th. I talked to the team manager, Andy Graves. No changes on their last stop. Marty?
Matt Kenseth sits in the 19th or the 20th position now. He said he has no forward bite off the corners, and you just can't pass. Boy, we've never heard that at Martinsville. Caution on the track.
Jeffrey Bodine in the 23 car, spun around in the corner.
Looks like Jeff got a little help on that deal.
I believe there's a little bumping episode went on prior to that loop.
Well, you know, I talked about that Rusty Wallace was coming up on the back of the field to put guys a lap down. The pack Jeffrey was running in were the pack right in front of the leader. So there was a little pressure there for guys to stay on the lead lap, you think?
Well, now, Ricky, let me tell you that Ricky Rudd and Casey Atwood, both in the 7 car, remember, had flat tires. Both cars 2 laps down. Both those cars now back in the lead lap. All right, here we go. Help. Yes, help.
And that would be that 7 car you were just speaking of.
The aforementioned.
Yeah, and see, there was the leader right there. Rusty just came through. Pit stops, Matt.
The 99 of Jeff Burton is in. They are going to take on 4 tires, no adjustments. Bill?
Rusty Wallace, the race leader, they told him to stop short. They are going to make a track bar adjustment here, but Rusty's still very happy with the car. They're also going to make a track bar adjustment on the 22 Dodge of Ward Burton. Then it's 4 tires and fuel. A lot of congestion here on pit road. Be careful, Burns.
Ryan Newman's board was tightening up at the end of the run, so they're going to make a wedge adjustment to this car, change 4 tires, fill it full of fuel, try to avoid all the brake dust flying around down here. Ryan gets the left sides on, tries to win the race off pit road. It was close. Marty?
Tony Johnny Stewart came down pit road in 10th. He said, if you could get me some more forward bite, we're going to be bad to the bone. Half round to wedge out and a very slight air pressure adjustment.
Ward Burton gets off pit road first. Looks like he's going to take over the lead once again. As Old Navy presents the Old Dominion 500 from Martinsville. Back in a minute.